All right, here we are demoing our extensive plyometric series number 1. One thing that you're going to see if you continue to go through these programs and you adhere to them and you're diligent is that this one is going to pop up fairly often. So in this video, I'm also going to break down, how as you progress and as you get a little bit more used to it or more advanced, some modifications that we can make to again make sure that we're still getting additional adequate benefit out of this. But for right now, I'm just going to demo the base version and then we'll talk about the modifications afterwards. So with extensive plyometrics, basically what that means is that we are training the ankle or our Achilles tendon complex to be elastic, to be able to absorb and reabsorb force in whatever plane, whatever direction that we want to go, especially in like propulsive type movements for any sport. So nice thing about these is that they're easy to do, at least initially. They'll start burning a little bit. They are not maximum effort or intensive jumps, meaning that you are not trying to jump as high as possible every time you can. All you're doing is working on that ankle complex or at the ankle, very light, bouncy, and effortless hops. Maybe only a couple inches off the ground at a time, making sure that that heel, when it comes in contact with the ground, that's the one thing we want to prevent. We actually don't want the heel to contact the ground at any point. So you'll see that as I demo it. We have 3 different jumps. Each of them you're going to do for 30 seconds a piece. Okay, so the first one I call 45-degree hip flip jumps. I'll do from the front and the side, just shooting out the hips and the feet at a 45-degree angle. Just like that, very light, very effortless, bouncy, and even from the side, you can see right there that my heels are not in contact with the ground. You're going to do that one for the first 30 seconds. The second 30 seconds, we're doing just a very narrow split stance jump, so we'll have one foot in front of the other. You'll transition to it immediately, just like that. Use the side profile. Exact same concepts are in play here. That's for the second 30 seconds. For the third set of 30 seconds, again, you're doing all these back to back. We're just going straight up and down, right underneath the hip, all the bodies in one straight line, just like that. So 30 seconds on the first version, 30 seconds on the second, 30 seconds on the third. That is the basic progression for a beginner. Now, if you go through these and you find out that these are getting pretty easier, your calves and your Achilles tendon isn't working that hard and it doesn't burn all that much, there's a couple things we can do to modify it over time to make it a little bit more difficult, and again, make sure that you're getting more and more progression from this complex. So first thing we can do is add time to it. I would say 5-second increments, 10-second increments over the span of maybe 4 to 8 weeks. Maybe you're getting as high as 45 seconds, maybe a little bit longer with each version of those jumps. Another thing you can do is add very small amounts of weight. Very small, so I'm talking like maybe 5 to 10 pounds like in total. If I'm holding dumbbells in each hand here, we can use that and then start over at the 30 seconds and then again work up through time as needed. But this is not something that we want to do very heavy weight on at all. 5 to 10 pounds max, especially with this program in particular that we're making for you guys.